Alrighty. Alrighty. We should be just about live. Let's hope for the best. And let's hope that we are live, ready for some good trolling action. And of course, I'm not doing the one trolling. It is Safemoon doing the trolling. They seem to have moved the time a little bit as well, which is quite annoying. 2 or so hours earlier, at least for me. And I guess they must have had daylight saving or something of the sort. But I think we're live, so that's always a good start. Let's keep it nice and short. And today we are going to be doing a Twitter stream, or at least a Twitter safe space is where they are going to be hosting it again, which is annoying because they went into all that effort supposedly of doing a studio, but unfortunately they don't seem to be using it very much, so that's annoying. But let's go ahead and tweet out that we are live. I'm streaming the safest spaces on YouTube. Watch the rug ball happen live. Alright. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome. Alright. Let me just get this stream up and running, or at least the links and all that. And then we'll get right into it, eh? We'll get right into it just a second. So let me just We'll get right into it just a second. Alright. Let's just hashtag the Safemoon army in here because we definitely need them. We need Safemoon. And let's just hashtag Safemoon wallets. And let's hashtag, what else can we hashtag? That's enough. Alright. Let's get the tweet out there. Let's get some Moon Boys in here just for some nice action. And away we go. Ali, welcome. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome for another Safemoon Sunday stream. Very much looking forward to seeing what's going to be happening this fine Safemoon Sunday. Of course, it's going to be a nothing burger. But I'm very much looking forward to it because, of course, the only 2 people left are 2 right-wing nutjobs. You've got our good friend Ryan Arriaga, and you've got Braden Caroni, 2 very far right-wing nutjobs. So, especially Ryan Arriaga. But look at this. The bots have been back activated again on Safemoon, which is interesting to say the least. As you can see, the chart is quite skewed. But it gets better than that if we have a closer look at the Binance Smart Chain. If we have a look at the Safemoon deploy wallet, we can see. What are your thoughts on the release of the wallet? Well, actually, on the release of the wallet, I was prepared with party hats and all. I mean, look. I had party hats and everything. Ready? I had party hats. I was going to do a, like one of those Windows streams. I don't know if you guys have seen. It's just bloody hard to wear a headphone. Oh, did I break that? Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. It's bloody hard to wear headphones and a bloody party hat, I'll tell you that. And I bought those red cups, I bought party streamers, and I bought my favourite. This just signifies just the fail of the Safemoon wallet. There we go. So I'll do a celebratory live stream when the Safemoon wallet comes out for iOS. Very much looking forward to that. It'll be great fun, no doubt. But I wanted to do one, but YouTube unfortunately didn't allow... I had some issues with thumbnails. The only thumbnail it had was a black screen, which was bloody annoying. But, yes, I'm ready for when the iOS update comes out. I've even got those red party cups. Give me a second. Oh. There we go. Got some nice red party cups and everything. Welcome, boys. Welcome, come and all. That's not how the saying goes, but I'm going to go with it. Let's see. How can I do this? Let me do this. There we go, my friends. You love to see it. Love to see it. There we go. Let's celebrate the... There's a good thumbnail, this one. And make sure the Moon Boys clip this. All right. There we go. Celebrating the Safemoon wallet together. Love to see it. You love to see it. All right. Let's get right into it. Let's have a closer look at what else is happening. I excuse the white screen. I don't think BSC scan has a dark mode. If it does... Oh, there it is. There you go. You learn something new every day. All right. This is the best part of my week. Look, I'll be honest. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the week too. What is happening? Nothing new. There's a Safemoon Sunday that they're doing on Twitter Spaces, but other than that, it's relatively slow in the Moon Boy space, unfortunately. No too much drum. We've got Safemoon Joe coming up with the latest and greatest copism. Tuning in from Valencia this week. God damn, you are really traveling there, Sasha. I'm quite jealous. Thankfully, I got my got a European citizenship just the other week, and very much looking forward to everything. Everything changing, hopefully, in terms of COVID. Very much looking forward to traveling to Europe and hopefully living in Europe. Unlike Safemoon Whale, who magically came up with the idea to move to Puerto Rico and then to evade taxes going to Malta, I've been planning my escape from Australia for quite a long time. Rug pull V2 imminent. It is indeed. It is indeed. I think that's what they're going to be talking about. It is 2:59 a.m. over here. Now, if that ain't like-worthy, I don't know what is. Let's have a closer look at what else is happening. Getting a lot of bloody notifications on my bloody phone. Things must be happening left, right, and center. All right. Let's have a look at... What are we looking at? We are looking at the Twitter space. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they are on. But there you go. Ooh. There you go. So you guys can see what I'm seeing. Unfortunately, they're not on. Not yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just when we started. I wonder, like, this is the question. How many people are they going to be having on? How many people are they going to be having on? That is the question. Because last stream, they had 10,000 people, which is 1%, right? It's 1% of their actual people on Twitch, followers on Twitch, which is interesting to say the least. I really should plan these videos out, though, shouldn't I? Because I just YOLO'd the stream. It doesn't seem like there's many people. It's not helping out my ego. Important question. What is a rug pull called when the rug has already been slowly pulled? Is it a floorboard pull? Well, for some reason, there've been people going with a thread pull. They've been going with a thread pull. Yes, and talking about rug pulls, thread pulls, etc. Safemoon Dev himself has been selling as well. Here we go.
Hello, and welcome to another Safemoon Sunday. Right now, we're just getting everyone on board. So, just bear with us 1 minute.
Indeed. Dan DeBeck definitely showed them how to scam. I'll show you a quick little funny video. If I can find it. SafeX Wallet. Legal. Here we go. I think I've shown this in the previous stream. But already watch this stream. Watch this video, sorry.
All right, Ryan, you ready to kick this thing off?
Goddamn.
Dear Wolfpack.
I am ready. I've been waiting. I've been excited. I am ready to talk to the community today.
It's quite early in Thailand.
So everyone, in case you don't know, I'm John Caroni. I'm the CEO
12 a.m. in
of
Thailand,
Safemoon.
actually, because I think Thailand's
Welcome
3
to
hours
another
behind
Safemoon
Australia.
Sunday. I have Ryan here. Ryan, just do a quick little introduction on yourself for those who are new.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'm Ryan Arriaga.
I did say
am
that,
the
Doggy.
Global head of products
I'll be
here
quiet,
at
though.
Safemoon, and I'm overseeing all of the exciting new products, one of which is the wallet, which we will be talking about today.
Oh, man, we're excited. All right, so.
Me too. Me too.
We're going to give a couple minutes.
my
We might
toys?
have another individual from the team joining us. So don't be alarmed if we take a brief pause to introduce them. But we're going to be having Cats Are Us.
We've got
he'll be
Kim.com
fielding
in.
questions from
The biggest scammer of them all.
the Facebook and the YouTube Live.
They're learning
And
well.
then, of course, we have you on the Safemoon Sunday today. So today we're going to go over basically, let's start off with the wallet update. That's what everyone's been asking about. Do you want to start with the good news now, or go through just kind of some of the stats for Android first?
Oh, there's good news.
Let's
Yeah,
do
let's go
Android
over.
first.
Yeah, let's do some of the stats on that. So
Let's go over everything that's going on in the past
for those
week.
that are, I think what you guys see on the Android, the Google Play Store, it usually takes a day to 2 days to propagate. So what you guys see is like 100,000 view or 100,000 downloads, but basically that number is always behind. So we're well over
Only
100.
3,000 people
It's about
tuning in.
115 around right now.
Safemoon's
But
dead.
then we have other analytics
Unreal.
on our back end that track.
We'll
those
go into the
downloads.
numbers a
So we're
little
doing
later
very
too.
well. There was a little gap with the reviews, as you guys saw. So Google was taking down the reviews. Our team reached out, tried to make sense of what was going on. What happened was Google hadn't really seen that type of response, and they thought they were bots. So they had to go back through, and their algorithms, I guess, had picked up that this was kind of like, oh, this is weird. This is bots. And then they started seeing all the comments or the reviews showing that people were like, hey, this is my third, fourth, fifth review that I'm leaving. I don't know why it keeps getting deleted. So they had to go back, and then they reissued those reviews for us. So
Yeah.
if that's not great news, I don't know what is.
So we're just going to say 20,000 plus reviews. We're sitting around that 4.9 5-star review mark. And then, yeah, with over 100,000 downloads, we're doing about, 20,000 downloads a day? And that's since September 13th.
Only 100,000
so that's
downloads.
over a week.
Correct.
It's awesome.
Global Google Play.
Number two.
But hang on, when it came to the Android beta,
Number 2.
they were getting 2 million, 20 million.
All right.
They
Hey,
came
it
up with
looks
some
like,
ridiculous number,
Katz
20 million.
joined us. Katz,
Unreal.
please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name's Katz.
They can't keep up with all the lies.
I'm appointed very recently, actually, as Senior SafeMoon Educator for Safemoon, and I'm pretty much here today just to bring the questions to you guys.
Awesome. Glad to have you on this Safemoon Sunday with Ryan and I. Awesome. All right. Well, no, these stats are honestly it's amazing, and we're seeing these numbers grow every single day, and that's even before iOS. Now, iOS, what happened?
Oh, yeah, yesterday. So I think everyone will be excited to hear this. We submitted iOS for approval yesterday.
Took them a
Oh,
while.
I'm so excited. Now it's on Apple's time.
Almost a month
Now
behind.
It's on Apple's time.
Yep.
All right.
We are solid.
Could be tomorrow. Could be a week from now. Now, again, we're not Apple. I'm not Tim Cook.
Actually, I forgot I had the hat
don't
on.
have control over when they hit that approve button, but you all will find out when it goes live. So
Yep.
keep an eye on socials. I really enjoyed the way we released the Android one because it was live before we put it on the website and everything, and kind of that phased information push was nice for the website and our servers, you know. But no, it was nice. Like, we were receiving reports that people are downloading and people started tweeting about it. It's like, is this real or not? We're like, okay, hold on. We're trying to propagate the website right now. Give us like an hour. So
Look, I'm just celebrating the Safemoon wallet release, as you can see.
That we've been doing, it's always like before we had
How's it
the
going there,
countdown, but
Bootsy?
it's like, wait a second. Everyone believes in us. We're gonna get it done. You know, just like even with this iOS, people are, kind of scared. Are they going to get it done? Hey, we've already submitted. We're good to go. We're solid. We're good to go. It's in review now. So these are the kind of the things where if the community's there with us, they believe in us, we'll get the job done.
we always do, and we're really excited for that. I'm really excited for the iOS thing. It's no secret that I use an iPhone, you use an iPhone, and we have Android testing devices. Which I've been using my Android, testing device as, the wallet holder, just because, I want to use the Android wallet.
They don't have Apple testing
iOS is
devices?
submitted. I'm super excited. Get to go back to my main phone and use it on iOS. No, it's been really exciting. And then, the Android approval, we're like, this is fantastic. Now, honestly, we were expecting it to take one more day. But they approved it really fast based on the work in the QC you guys did.
Oh, that's what Google does. They approve everything.
Absolutely. And good news too with the iOS, it's going to have all the same features as Android.
Wow.
So all
Yep.
the people that got those 168 new fiat currencies in the default settings, guess what? That's going to be in iOS as well.
Wow.
Swap works in iOS, everything. You guys are going to have the same features that Android does.
The thing is, the Safemoon wallet is the least feature-rich wallet there is. There's literally nothing. They don't even have the dark mode.
We are implementing additional token support. Now remember, this isn't just one product. You know, technically the Safemoon wallet is what, 4? The token, the liquidity pool, the swap, and the actual app itself. And so, you know, each token, each blockchain that we support with the wallet.
I might be able to join in, Bootsy. I might be able to join in if you want. I had a good nap before.
A big portion of the reason for a little bit of a staged launch is the amount of volume and the amount of users we get rapidly has always been something that I wouldn't say we struggle with, but it's something that we're constantly fighting, where we have such a demand that it crashes a lot of items. And so we have to be like, okay, so what do we expect is going to happen? I don't know, 5 to 15 people or 5 to 15 million people hit our website all at once. All right, what can we do to mitigate it so the website doesn't go down and everything else, you know? And so.
Yeah, so we're, and I'll speak to that because that is very rare. It's very rare to.
Yeah, I've been busy doing taking pictures of Coroni. Finding pictures of Coroni, my friends. Let me show you something.
Normally, startups, you know, technology products, they get to launch and they have time to ramp up. So they'll have maybe a year to 2 years to even get to that, you know, that huge user base. And during that time, they're able to set up their backend systems and all that. So we're being tested in a lot of different
This guy's
ways.
like saying it takes years to set
I
up
think
some
with the launch
back-end
of
systems for an
Android,
app. What is this guy on about?
Our servers, nothing ever went down. So we have evolved. Nothing went down for Android. Our servers scaled up perfectly. Everything was handled beautifully. And I foresee the same process being handled the same way, basically, with iOS. So,
knock on wood.
Like I said,
knock on wood. Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
I
got a photo word. I didn't realize.
Exciting, and I
got out of that Twitter
watching
space
Slack
after a
and
while.
just the amount of communication going back and forth between the different teams and everything that are all part of the Safemoon wallet team. You know, you've got sub teams within that team that each one's working on a different feature set, or one's working on the back end, front end, UI, everything. So it's great to see all the communication between, you know, all the team members. Let's open up to some community dialogue. You know, get a little bit of a discussion going. So, host, go ahead and grab a few people to speak. Give us, you know, a little bit while we get those people up. While we're waiting, so one of the items that we kind of talked about was the UI overhaul as well. You know, that's going to take not a little bit of time, but you know, a little bit of time, and that's something that we're working towards right now. I saw the schematics that you sent over, the wireframes and everything. I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Yes. Yeah, people are going to be in for a nice treat once we do a UI overhaul. That's something we haven't even talked about yet. But like I said, you know, like we always say, we hear you. You know, we hear you guys. So don't worry. That UI overhaul is in the works. It's already actually been started. So like I said, we're always trying to stay ahead of the game. And, you know, as all of these features come out, then we'll just be transferring those features into a new UI as we grow. So.
Yep. All right. Looks like we've got a few speakers up on deck. All
Look at
right,
this young guy.
Evan.
Look at this young buck.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Mother dearest.
Good. How are you doing, Evan?
Great. I just want to tell you guys how proud we are of basically how much we've been muddling through the FUD the last 3 weeks and seem to be on the other side of it. So my question for you guys is, how are things looking on the exchange side?
I love how people say I do my videos in my parents' basement. I've not seen this guy anywhere without his mum.
The building out of it. It's for me. I'm more focused on the regulatory framework and what we can do to.
That's the guy talking.
To be in compliance. You know, crypto is definitely you know, a wild west, just like the internet was.
Let me
in the early days. and it's making sure we're planning for the future. And so I've been focused on the regulatory side of things.
You know,
whether it be a money,
the little guy here on the
business
second on the left
license,
is Braden, the guy talking.
Anyway, we work with a lot of lawyers and a lot of regulators, and we're trying to work out the best way to implement specifically the exchange portion, where we can add some pretty cool feature sets in there and still be in compliance. And Ryan, from the technical side,
From the technical side, realistically, we're gonna need some time to really build out a secure exchange. We want to do it right. We want to make sure, just like the wallet, we want.
The older guys are part of a different company, a crypto company.
And I know everybody's really excited about the exchange.
A right-wing nut job company.
Our goal is to have an exchange. We will have an exchange, but we want to make sure that it's secure, and we want to make sure that we're building it on proper technology. That's nothing worse than having another a tech product out there, like what happened with other exchanges. I'm not going to say names. I was about to say a name, but I won't say other names. And have something where there's...
Was that picture taken at a Mormon convention? No, but the company's based in Utah.
Their crypto assets. So,
and they all are all pretty Mormons.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I've got a fun point to kind of talk about after you get done. Sorry, keep going, Ryan. My bad.
Yeah, no problem. But we just want,
look at all the scammers in here. You got David Gochstein.
But we
Kim.com.
are looking through it. We have had a pulse on it, and we also have another team that will be doing that. So we have different teams working on different projects.
Mama Safemoon.
We have a few other, I'd say about 4 other that we're doing right now heavily, and then as we scale up teams, we start working on more products. So the exchange is one of those, but we want to make sure that we do it right. So we're not going to give any time frames yet. And I've told John this. I said, John is like the visionary, right? He wants to get it done, and I'm more of the pragmatic approach. Like,
I don't think Safemoon Joe's going to vanish there, Bootsy.
And if we want it done right, for
Kim.com's in here.
The approach that we need to take.
Should be able to see.
So right now, I'm kind of pumping the brakes, and John's like, "Well, let's do it. Let's get it done." And we're trying to find that happy medium so that we can give you guys something great. So no time frames yet, but we will be.
And we'll kind of cover like timeframes and an updated roadmap.
He's married that CIA agent lady.
Ryan and I go back and forth a lot about, hey man, why can't we get this done in a week? It's like, well, because even if we put 500 people on this thing, it's still not going to get done because it takes X amount of time to propagate a server. Anyway,
living the dream.
So him and I go back
CIA
and forth
agent
all the
time,
partner regarding that. The point I wanted to bring up was. And this is semi-related to your comment regarding the hack on one of the other exchanges.
Still grifting?
I don't think people realize how transparent blockchain technology is, and that you
can say everything.
If you're trying to hide on blockchain, it's probably one of the worst places to hide, in my personal opinion. And so, and this is something I talked about with some of the government officials I met with when I went to the Gambia, was regarding like the transparency of blockchain, because a lot of people here in the crypto space have heard it's like, well, people hide money on blockchain. I'm like, yeah, I can understand that people hide money everywhere, whether it's in your mattress, whether you're hiding gold and you're digging it and putting it into your backyard, planting a tree on top of that, or you've got a safety deposit box. People always try to hide money. But in my personal opinion, I think blockchain is the worst place to hide it. Because it's truly a transparent system. What I would love to see is a government write a smart contract for the tax code. Because then, and then everyone using cryptocurrency, whether it's a peg to the dollar, or whatever currency, let's fiat coin, we'll use that so nobody gets mad at us. But, you got fiat coin, and then, when you buy something at Waitrose or Walmart, depending on what side of the pond you're on, instantly that sales tax gets taken out, put through the smart contract. 10% of that, whatever tax, goes to the fire department. The other 10% goes to the health service. The other 10% goes to paying for the accountants. It's like people don't realize that blockchain implemented in the correct way is the most transparent way to have governance and everything. Anyway, I could probably speak for about 5.5 hours, which, I have done in the past with in the Gambia, but regarding like just what you can do with blockchain technology, but kind of bringing it back to, the wallet and everything that we're doing. And then the updated roadmap, we'll kind of cover the updated roadmap. We will cover the updated roadmap on the next Safemoon Sunday.
What happened with the
I just have one more question.
Send it.
Nice.
I just want one other comment. Safemoon Hound, you've been basically a breath of fresh air for this community. I just wanted to let you know that. And the other thing is
breath of fresh air.
Updates on V2.
Nothing like that fresh right wing air.
Have a great Sunday.
Thank you, Evan. V2, I think that would be more of
nothing like that fresh right wing air.
I got it.
Let me have a look at what we've got.
I got it. So V2, in all intents and purposes, imagine the Safemoon contract with more features. So so some of them is So one of the issues we've run into is how do we protect our users? How do we protect the Safemoon army? Because you do have a lot of exchanges that can automatically list your token via the use of a hot wallet. Now, Thomas is not here right now to correct me. So if I say anything technically wrong, again, my subject matter expert is not here at this current point in time, but I know enough to be deadly when it comes to blockchain. So anyway, they use a hot wallet, they list us, and we have no control over that listing process. And then a bunch of people move over to that exchange, and there's either no phase one tokenomics, or they're not necessarily a reputable exchange. And so then we don't really have control over that. So one of the features we put in there is an automatic, how do I put it, one-way gateway, where
they got a 21,
someone did
22 roadmap now.
All their
over into next year,
or they're going to go try and move their Safemoon over. It's essentially a gate that gets put up instantaneously when it comes to hot wallets, where it's blocked off. Nobody can can send their Safemoon over to that hot wallet. Or it's a one-way where people can withdraw, but they can't send over. So those who did send over before we were able to find the hot wallet can then still exit and come back to the Safemoon exchange. The other item we're looking at, and this is something that we're in discussion, is the ability to send Safemoon to people, because right now, based on the research that we did and some of the metrics that we have, nobody's really sending Safemoon back and forth to each other. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
10%
you're not sending
tax
it to
would do
grandma
that.
because you're going to lose 10%. And so, for math's sake, you've got 100 people. Only 10 of those people are sending Safemoon to grandma to pay for groceries or whatever else. There's just still another 90 that haven't done it because the fee's too high. So we're looking at maybe a reduced fee. Now, again, this is not official yet. This is not something that we're going to implement. We're still going to look over the metrics and the data and make a data-driven decision. But like, for example, for math's sake, 2% when you transfer to another wallet, or 2% when you transfer to grandma so she can pay for groceries. There's still tokenomics, and we still gain 90 other people now transferring.
So he's just talking about Safemoon. Like, we're not learning anything new. Like, we haven't learned anything new in any of these AMAs in a long, long time. It's crazy.
To protect the Safemoon holders when an exchange lists us without any kind of input from us, where while people have already sent some tokens, they're able to withdraw it out of that exchange and not pay a fee in that. So and there's also another aspect of it. Because we're always focused on the future, we want to build products that we can iterate upon. And so one of them is essentially a feeless migration feature. For example, let's say down the road, something comes up, or we want to upgrade and add more features that we can't currently do, or there's a new technology or a blockchain that we're developing and migrating over to that blockchain. We want to be able to have a seamless process where a user can just transfer all their Safemoon and migrate it to the Safemoon blockchain or another blockchain, whatever. And so that's some of the features that we're looking at implementing. Now, besides that, it's pretty much the exact same Safemoon that everyone's loved and
that's right there, Lewis.
So there's no real difference except adding additional features on top.
I've got to watch out with the Lewis Anthony though, because unfortunately, Safemoon Joe's been filing privacy complaints on my videos. So I've got to send a long form to YouTube countering it.
What's really exciting is how the V2 and how that would play into products that we're building in the ecosystem. So that's what really gets really exciting. So everybody who's listening there, everything that we're doing is an approach of a phase,
Just
right? So first you have the token.
I will there, Lewis.
Then we came out with the LP, our own liquidity.
I don't want this video to get removed.
And then on that liquidity pool, we built our first product, right? We built I should say two products.
But I'm going to go after Safemoon Joe very, very hard.
Now,
I mean, if you're going to silence me, you're going to get another thing coming.
And we're doing it this way because, well, whenever you want to start engaging in commerce with our other products, what are you going to have? What are you going to need to have in place first? You're going to need to have a wallet. You're going to need to have some kind of connector that connects to all of our different products. So everything that we're doing, we have a nice phased approach, and it's very strategic in how we're rolling out these products. So this wallet is just one piece, and it's an important piece.
Oh, it's personal with me and Joe. He was liking tweets about my mum. You know, he's going to cop it.
Will that product affect the ecosystem, and how will the wallet connect to that product?
But plus, the thing about Joe is that it's very relevant. It's pertinent to what he's doing, his videos now.
Well, we might be pretty much done with V2, and we're just basically looking at features and adding stuff on. It's like 15 minutes worth of work every time we want to change a feature or work on something. We're not releasing that ahead of the wallet because we're doing this in a strategic manner.
I'm sorry to say that, Smacker too. I agree.
Is rolled out
it's great entertainment
in
as
the
well.
most efficient, smart way possible.
I'm going to try to be quiet while they're talking.
There's a lot of stuff that moves in the back end with Safemoon. So hope that answers your question, Evan. I know it was a very long answer.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Evan.
All right, Rocky Man, how's it going? Bueller.
Rocky Man. Oh, this guy is a true Safemoon believer. This guy.
There we go.
Look at him.
Hey guys, sorry to I didn't even know why that pressed the mic, but I might as well ask a question here.
This guy is hard up on Safemoon, let me tell you.
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Fantastic. I know we don't probably want to speak anything on Safemoon Dev, but
here we go.
The Safemoon deployer wallet shows $1 trillion leaving. Will that be all that's leaving in the next little while?
So I can kind of give a little bit of a history lesson.
Here we go.
Real quick. So
here we go.
Safemoon Dev. Safemoon was a fair launch token, and Safemoon Dev purchased his tokens along with everyone else. And he was what I would say technically is
very likely
founder.
Bootsy.
What Safemoon was when he started it, between day 1 and day 5, is not what we have built Safemoon to be. He hasn't
so he built it to be a rug pull.
He hasn't been involved in the operational side since late March, early April, to be brutally honest. So
that's why I tweeted, because I haven't worked with them at all since we've been building our team. So
no,
they're nothing unaffected on our end, at least. So I think there's some FUD, but I saw it as a complete non-issue because it doesn't affect anything moving forward for us.
A complete non-issue. So the only two people that are working on the Safemoon
internally
project,
in the company, it's as Thomas would put it, a nothing
are
burger.
2 right-wing nut jobs.
But in regards to your follow-up question is regarding some of the FUD, I cannot comment on that FUD. So take that as you will.
It's totally fine. I'm just an oddball question I had. Maybe I shouldn't have asked it. I consider it over and done with. He's gone. Well, whatever. We move on from there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and we have, and we will.
And thank you too for everything you're doing and striving every day to be better and better and better, and just not listening to the white noise like a lot of us are.
Yeah.
We bleed Safemoon every day. I wake up, I eat Safemoon. I go to lunch, I eat Safemoon. Meetings, Safemoon. Everything I do, like my social life, is just Safemoon. And Ryan's the same way. We're committed to the 2.5 million.
Ryan's busy grifting, mate.
Safemoon users and holders that we have. We'll continue to do so. I'm not going to lie. Ryan, you and I both talked about this. The FUD was pretty spicy, as they would say, and that didn't phase us because
it's sure spicy.
We're like, okay, this is going to be over in about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think the FUD comes from It comes from people who are really buying into, like, are they really working, or are they doing this, or and it's kind of this stigma that you had earlier on, because there was this big push against Safemoon. And anybody who's listening, I was I had my own YouTube channel first before I even started with Safemoon. I was a community member. I invested a lot in Safemoon in the beginning, and I saw what they were going through. I saw how data was being manipulated. I saw how FUD was being, basically pushed out into the airwaves. And it was like, wow, like there's a concerted effort here against a team who's actually.
Sure, I'm getting paid off by Binance, clearly.
And when I met John and we started working, I come from a tech background. It was like clear as day. I saw exactly what was going on. I saw some of the holes. I saw, we both, John and I both talked, and we're like, there's some restructuring that needs to get done. And since that has happened, I mean, where's the FUD now? We have a product now that's number 2 on Google Play.
That's right. He put his life savings into this.
So once
the FUDhound put his life savings into
upon those products,
Safemoon.
You can't really say much anymore. There's nothing more you can say, because we're pushing product for our users, and we're going to continue to do that. But I understand how some people might think, they have made these.
So these guys talk about, think about Safemoon left, right, and center every day of the moment, every moment of the day. But, FUDhound's been busy on COVID vaccine conspiracy theories right up until the week of him joining Safemoon.
It's going to disappear. It's going to disappear. And it just, for where we're at right now, to see just in 6 months, and the wallet, John, when I came in kind of in the tail end of the wallet, I guess the mid to tail end, but when did you actually start development on the wallet?
Here we go.
Sure,
this
it wasn't
good.
The first month, right?
No. So we probably started wallet. So architecture happened month 3.5.
No, it did not.
We started development month 4.
No, it did not.
Half, and then we dealt with the things that I won't comment on, but that are public knowledge. That put a slight hamper.
Wow.
But we were still able to get it done with.
Those are blatant lies.
I'll say this. Okay, we missed the deadline by 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
So
wow.
Listen, when you hear FUD like this, like I think maybe coming from a product development standpoint, it's like, I guess if you haven't built apps or you haven't built technology that has like launched.
That is unreal. You got to clip that far out.
It's scary for a lot of people because they don't know if it can be done.
Man.
But if you have the right people in the right place, they know how to build tech. They know how to make it successful. You're in good hands. You're going to be fine. And we're going to continue. Like I said, two AMAs before? I said, isn't it going to be a passing moment in time? People are going to laugh and they're going to say, oh, the Android. Remember, we were so scared the Android version wouldn't launch? Well, look, it's a passing moment in time. Android version launched. Guess what the next one is? Next one is going to be iOS.
Oh, no doubt. Guess what? A very basic, bare bones app.
Oh, yeah.
Iterate.
Yeah, iterate.
The thing about sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. No. Go. My bad.
I was just going to say the thing about you, John, is you're the captain of the ship. You're doing your job every day. You're doing it phenomenally. You just go ahead, no matter what. And here's the problem with you, Ryan. We got you doing the wallet. We got you doing the tech. You're doing a phenomenal job.
25th of April.
We need to clone you to be the FUDhound again because of all the crap
going
on
God.
daily with this lie after this lie. So
There's
it's like,
no lies
we need
happening.
you doing the tech, but we also need you defending our name. But you can't do both. You're doing the thing we need you to do.
Who
You're
the hell
not
is
doing
talking?
the thing I want you to do because there's so much. I'm just going to say it. There's so much bullshit out there. It's ridiculous.
Right,
I'd argue. Oh, sorry, Ryan.
No, go.
On April the 25th, the second month of Safemoon, they said they almost finished user design.
Products released like, Android doesn't exist.
So 3.5
in
months.
4.9, 5 stars, over 100K downloads. Launch on September 13th.
Number 2 on Google Play globally.
Number 2 on Google Play. Laughs in number 2 on Google Play.
Unreal.
We're the easiest way to fight FUD.
Actually, you guys can't say that, can you?
And now that we have more structure in place, now that we've implemented more items, and now that we're in a much better spot than where we were, before, things are at least internally. Things with the company internally is great. I've probably interviewed 15 people right now for the roles that we need to fill, for the senior roles that we need to fill. And Ryan, you have the craziness that you have on your team over at Product. Yeah. So, but no, we have some great and amazing people coming on board.
Their teams of 90 people.
One person that I'm like itching to poach right now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Bootsy.
They're excited. It's
on top of the 90
spot. You know,
okay.
Without violating NEAs and
I understand.
Good spot.
Just don't say Matt Wallace or David Gokenstein's going to lose his mind. Thanks for the talk, you two. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Ryan.
Thank you.
Man.
All right, Damien.
Unreal.
How are you doing today, Damien?
But the thing is, there was a good post I saw.
Good. Can you hear me?
Excuse the flashback.
Yeah, right on. Okay, so I was going to ask about the timeline for the products down the road. We know the wallet is imminent, and any day.
Look at that.
It could take a week. It's still, we're going to be
only
around
2.5%.
Exchange and blockchain.
Less than 2.5% have over 1 billion Safemoon. It's well and truly dead.
That tweet that I just saw kind of alluding to maybe a new refreshed timeline for those products.
Yeah, so I can speak from my end. I am going to give a little bit of a different timeline. I want to put correct information out there, and Ryan and I are just working on that. Okay, so to give a deadline,
you did not miss a single thing, mate.
Remember, a goal is something that we're trying to hit, and because we involve our the community and the users in our development process,
it's literally more nothingness.
Maybe we give out too much information that we should. Regardless, though, these are launch goals. There's going to be some revisions to that. But Ryan and I still have to go through and finalize that, because it's like, okay, all right, well, this is just for math's sake. If there's a week delay, if we hire 5 more devs, that week delay goes away. That's the stuff that him and I are working on at a very, very
onboard people. They didn't know what's going on.
So,
it is.
I'll kind of bring it. Yeah, it is revised, but we'll.
And it's revised partly due to a restructuring, but also because I'm also coming in with I told the last person, we're coming in with a pragmatic approach, and we're just going to do it right. I mean, 100%. And I think that everybody in the community is going to say, you know what? I would much rather have a quality exchange than a rushed exchange.
Well, yes, if you're putting money into it.
John, I sometimes I have to be the bad guy, where I'm like, no, we got to hold a little bit, and this is because this is how we need to do it. And the thing I love about John is that he's such a good CEO. Like, he listens to his people. He listens to the people he brings on.
Can't stay on top of the wallet.
You guys can't
stay on top of the projects.
For, saying, hey, we need to revise those timelines, but
Unreal.
We're going to do it right, and we're going to revise them for a good reason. And
it's a give and take between me and Ryan. Ryan would be like, well, it's going to be this delay. I'm like, okay,
look at this.
What resources do you need
less than
to
2.5%
get it done by the timeline I want? And then you'll be like,
over $1 billion.
Well, if I have these resources.
And a billion Safemoon. Sorry, a billion Safemoon. A billion Safemoon is what, 2,500 USD? That's right. Where's the 1 million that went to India? That's right.
Because we're able to find the resources and come to a solution. It's not. I
feel like that's going to hurt him very, very much.
On the ground all the time, because to be brutally honest, as a CEO, I handle all the strategic stuff and a lot of the business development items and et cetera. I can go down the list, but we'd be here for hours. Same thing with you, Ryan. If you went down the list of everything that you do every day, we'd be here for hours. But
you do shit all, John.
Give and take, and I
have got no idea what's going
on. On these timelines. But again, I'm going to
try
bring it
nothing
back to
on
this
V2.
Point. We'll cover timelines, roadmap, and everything else on the next Safemoon Sunday.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that, quite honestly.
It was supposed to be out already as well, wasn't it?
I do appreciate, the attempt at that, but I can only imagine how hard it is to develop anything, in the crypto space. I don't know any of that stuff, and yeah, it blows my mind sometimes. The reason I was asking really is the fudsters, for most of us, we're fighting the fudsters left and right on Twitter all the time.
To fight me, mate.
I see Safemoon Joe's in there. It's like a constant thing, right? And it's going to be like that regardless, but with hard dates, boy, that gives them ammo. You know what I mean? It just does. and then it's like rough for a few days straight or a week straight, and some powerhouses come around and it gets a little worse. So yeah, no, I appreciate, not necessarily obscurity, but I like that the goals, having goals set forth rather than a straight up date. Then yeah, I'm pretty sure we can rally around that a lot better, and it gives the fudsters a lot less ammo to come at us.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. And
I'll speak to that. You look at some of the biggest companies, even Apple doesn't give a release date. They'll give the release date of their product after it's already staged and ready to rock and roll. And the way that we approach this, and we've had this conversation
before,
how you
hit your goals, mate.
We're just going to say, look, these are our milestones, and once these milestones are hit, then we'll share a release date or share a soft launch date. But we have
you shared a release date a week before. August 28th,
we're
right?
in a space in emerging tech.
End of July.
A lot of unforeseen. We're working with new
It's
technology.
just crazy.
And basically what emerging tech is when I say that, I mean that there's very little documentation.
You look at this stuff and you realize no one's in on Safemoon anymore.
When you have to get something working, like we worked with Swap, we have such a rockstar dev team. They had to go in, and there's so little documentation out there just to get a function of the swap working. They had to experiment on certain things and tweak it and get it just right. And there's a lot that goes into that, right? And so people don't maybe understand that, but it's not your garden variety just app that you build. It's
an interesting
tech.
tweet.
So these are the things we want to account for, and we just want to make sure that when we are giving those dates or even time frames, we want to make sure that we're giving you honest stuff. Because like you said, the community, or not the community, but the fudsters will jump on that because they'll say, oh, look, they missed it. Well, we're not going to give them ammo anymore. We're going to show you guys progress.
Oh, you give me plenty of ammo.
Show you guys milestones, just like any other company does.
Apparently I was not slacking anymore
and that's
on making videos.
Because we're a legitimate company, and we have legitimate products in the pipeline.
Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
More like copy and paste projects, but what would I know?
Yep. We're thank you so much, Damien.
Yeah, appreciate the questions, Damien.
Hey, John, I got one quick question.
All right, Evan.
How many applicants do you think, if you have a rough number, how many decent applicants do you think you got for Safemoon since you guys have listed for interviews and stuff like that?
Let me give me one second. Wow. I'll just open up the email that's correlating them.
I would love to blow the fudsters out of the water with that one.
Well,
we're still going through. Well, which department?
The thing is, these guys see it as a game. Fudsters against Safemoon. I'm just here for the truth. And everything seems to corroborate the fact that these guys have been stealing liquidity, been dumping on investors' asses.
Some of your, I'm not going to say what products, but some of your
look at the price
products public, and they're just like, we love Safemoon. We want to be a part of this. Like I'm already just on my end on product side. I'm interviewing a ton, and it's hard to go through because there's so many.
It would be hard to interview in Thailand when you're interviewing Americans. I've got no doubt.
The ones that have that passion, and that want to, and they'll stay up late like us and work because they're not just showing up for a paycheck. They're showing up to change the world in DeFi.
Yeah. Hundreds. In terms of the stuff that I'm currently handling outside of product, and the other departments, hundreds. In terms of senior leadership roles,
crazy.
I'm taking a much more targeted approach when it comes down to it. They
got to be Mormon,
very, very specific
Mormon
people,
and running previous scams
that
before.
I have either worked with in the past, or I know of, or have come through, or who have come to me, or the knowledge of them have come to me through advisors.
Advisors, yes.
Hundreds, and we go through hundreds of resumes, and then again, it's for the smaller stuff. Product side, Ryan handles that, and he goes through God knows how many, and then from the other departments and everything, who aren't represented right now here at this Safemoon Sunday, they have hundreds on themselves just alone. So, qualified people, and that's kind of, like, it's not an issue, but it's definitely.
This is who I'd assume is working on the wallet.
Okay, you have one
his
person
team of rockstar
techies, but you have everyone's amazing.
I assume
so many qualified people.
Yeah, and they fit well in products too. Like,
Yeah.
I can name, I mean, just off the top of my head, probably 10 that fit perfectly with the different products that we haven't even announced yet that we're working on.
That's right. What happened to the wizard? I thought he can do everything. Just wave his wand and abracadabra.
Roles with those products to help them grow. So yeah, a lot. On the product side, I would say close to 1,000 probably.
You say 1,000 people
for everything that I've looked at.
Yeah. All right, Cats. Let's go ahead and take questions from your side of things.
Mate, Ryan Arriaga is a tool.
The first one is
the biggest one there is
about the wallet.
Out of all of them.
Sort of
I bought the domain ryanariaga.com 3 months ago.
Is there any sort of features you can name?
That's how much I knew.
Would be an indication.
Yes, the legendary Ryan Doe, John Doe.
Just the wallet.
There is.
Yeah. So I talked about this earlier with the former question was
that's right, Bootsy.
Ability to
I'm a grown-ass man.
Users and our holders.
Where are my glasses?
Through a gateway system when it comes to exchanges listing us without reaching out.
Got to get my hater shades on.
About the transferring between different wallets and how there would be a tax-free system in place there. So for example, when you want to migrate to the Safemoon blockchain, having something in place there where it's an easy migration back and forth. And then I think I covered one other item, but those are the items I can release now and talk about.
I think I missed the question. It was more in reliance to the update to the wallet. So the new
downtrend
UI
again,
and that
though.
sort of thing. What features can we expect from there?
Well, Ryan.
Yeah. So, amazing stuff. So what we've done.
Unfortunately, Bootsy, I'm not a man of culture, so I don't know who Kaiser Soze is, apart from being a movie
just like we beta
movie star.
Guess what? The community comes up with amazing ideas for what they want next. So when you
sure is a nice downwards channel.
You want to hear from your users, and your users should
nice
be the
price
ones
manipulation here, though.
What they want next.
I should be quiet though. These guys just keep blabbering, and I want to listen.
A lot of people that we've been working with listening to our community, and then we also have things in the back end that we're working on that will need
I don't know where my beard is. Here it is.
In place so that we can start connecting all of the products and basically building the foundation with the wallet.
My beard bib.
And how it connects with all of the other products that we have. So we're going to be doing, we're going to be working with basically the community, and we're going to be talking about the different features. One of the features is increased encryption.
The 15,000 bit encryption.
We're going to be having dApps, so the ability to actually connect with other apps.
Unreal.
And then we're going to be really beefing up charts and a lot of other cool stuff. So right now the foundation's built for the app. Now the fun part starts, where we start adding more features and we start optimizing. And we're going to start reaching out to the community for that.
Well, did you see the Safemoon?
And then also adding in, more support for other communities.
I'm just going to mute them. You see the Safemoon Mooncast? They were it was Gandalf the wizard, all-knowing wizard. They had unreal. Anyway.
Yes.
Awesome. This one's kind of a 2-in-1, but it's in relation to
nice
buy button specific.
I've been slacking on the Discord. I've been just slacking all around, recording stuff, archiving.
And if so, are they going to be
looking
more
into ability
swap pairings with Swap by Safemoon?
I mean, the short answer is yes. We're working on that right now.
Yep. Short answer is working on it.
Nice and easy. Let's jump more to a fun one, I suppose, in relation to marketing. Is a lot of people liked the cryptic, deceptive sort of working things out, bringing the community together through the forms.
They
of
liked
marketing.
it.
Can we expect more in the future for as a way to tease products as such within marketing? In that way, deciphering stuff.
Yeah. So yes, short answer is yes. I do want to take this moment to basically clarify something.
Safemoon is definitely dead. Here we go.
I'm cool with you. And I also appreciate that you found a little Easter egg during your your trip down the rabbit hole. So.
It's good.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think
they're literally laughing at Safemoon joke.
The cryptic stuff is is good in a sense to tease what we're working on. Sometimes it's that double-edged sword, right? Because then it also, some people might take it the wrong way, and then they'll go down another avenue or another rabbit hole.
Fucking say Louis Sanabria, that bloody idiot.
It's fun, and it's something that brings the community together, and it also kind of allows us to drip the product or drip the information out little by little, so that you guys can kind of see the overall big vision of what we're working on.
The big vision.
And like I say all the time, we
Operation
can't always talk about all the
Phoenix.
products that we're working on behind the scenes. We would love to. I would love to. Oh my gosh, tell you the products that we're working on behind the scenes, but we can't, because then it becomes.
I can't tell you anything.
Well, when's this going to be done? Well, when's that going to be done? So we want to make sure that when we're iterating and we're implementing what we have now and what we can produce, and the results that we can produce for the community and for everybody. And then we're staying true to the plan and the vision. And we're doing that to a T. So the wallet is now. The wallet is great. The wallet is something that we're going to be building onto. And then after wallet is going to be other things. So, and then John might, decide, hey, you know what? I think it's the time to start talking about this. And that's his lead. So.
Yep. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good team synergy now that we've done a lot of the restructuring. So we're really excited for what we have currently in development and what we're planning to develop here for the future. So
awesome. Now, talking of completion of the ecosystem, currently in terms of LP and the bigger provider, which is currently on PancakeSwap, is it at completion or at a certain point within the timeline? Is that LP going to be moved to Safemoon Swap to become the main source, or is that just going to now start to dwindle and we start to push Safemoon Swap as a whole?
So as a company, yes, we want Safemoon Swap to be everyone's main, and so for those of you, I would say, who've been with Safemoon for a while, you remember the whole V1 V2 pancake swap thing. Well, now we've got a V2 to Safemoon Swap pancake thing. So we're currently migrating LP over there, and that's our focus is Safemoon Swap, because that's gonna.
Hey man, my channel's booming.
Part of the.
I'm pumping out videos weekly, my friend.
Safemoon ecosystem. So.
Look, I know all about
awesome.
Inconsistent YouTube
maybe
videos.
More for Ryan.
Don't you worry about that.
To the sort of features. Will the swap feature
hopefully imminently
P token
there'll be more videos
to be able to
once I get a bloody teleprompter
within the app instead of having.
Once I get a teleprompter, things will be much smoother, because I'll be able to script everything and it'll be nice. Got a new camera. Got a new studio. That's right. I've been slacking big time. You should be onto me. I don't disagree. Don't disagree at all. All right. We got some shills here. Charles, I hate to tell you, but you are going into timeout. No shilling of other projects, please. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Awesome. You gotta feel that dead air there. World changing. All right, you're getting banned, Newport. I told you, mate. Oh shit! No! Oh damn it!
And I'll leave
you guys
there.
missed it.
Yeah.
You guys missed it. No.
It's a very, like, Apple
muted it.
Okay, well, we're gonna, with this phone, we're gonna come out and we're gonna create, an entire ecosystem on the App Store.
I'm so sorry.
They first start with their phone, right?
But they said, all right. Well, you didn't miss anything, but they did say that Operation Phoenix was going to be world changing. That's what you guys missed, and that was what I laughed at. They said Operation Phoenix was going to be world changing. I apologize. Let me put the audio back on.
John and I, I think that we're such a good team because I'm always like, no, pragmatic. Like, how do we do it? Like, how do we get it done? And what are the time frames? What are the resources? What's involved? And what's our approach? And like, how do we build upon it? And then John says, well, that's easy. We have these resources. I can bring this together. He's like the chef in the kitchen and brings it all together. And then I'm the one, like the nuts and the bolts and the smaller stuff to like, okay, well, if we get there, then these are the things that we need to knock out first.
Man, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, and
that's like the best part of the AMA.
Sorry to cut you off, but it's a good relationship where it's like, okay, he's in the nitty gritty, he's building it, so I have time to actually.
That's why she's fair game.
Be like, all right,
that's why his mom's fair game.
Over here, we need tomatoes over here, and then I'm like, Ryan, what do you need? I need tomatoes and carrots because this is how much I need to get this soup done. I'm like, all right,
that's right, Voodoo.
Here's the carrots.
I get paid off by Binance. That's why I do these videos.
You have the resources you need to meet what I wanted in terms of the timeline, and so it's a give and take relationship, and it's fantastic. But it looks like we have three
debatable,
Ryan.
Debatable.
We'll start with Jason. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for asking.
Have a look at this Jason guy.
Just want to say, just great job on destroying the FUD. Appreciate it. I had to step away, so if you guys already answered this, I apologize. But I was hoping you could give us something where we could help destroy more FUD regarding the swap and liquefy.
Where did you get Jason from? Where's Jason? Or maybe Jason was the previous speaker.
We covered this in the last Safemoon Sunday.
Okay.
And Thomas, he's he's kind of the subject matter expert. He'd be the better individual to answer this question because it is a very
the teleprompter, right?
So
I'll tell you the teleprompter story. I ordered it 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
It got supposedly lost in the mail. $300
Jason, if you have
teleprompter.
Else, I'll go to Mick.
So they're sending a new one again, hopefully today.
Hey, what's going on, man? You guys hear me all right?
So who knows?
I can hear you.
But I'm so disappointed.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, so
that's right, Voodoo. Watch it with me.
You kind of hit it.
Boost my stats up.
About going from V1 to V2.
I need all the help I can get.
When you guys eventually go to a coin, will the user have to do something to go from token to coin? And will the people that have left the project that have dust in their accounts, will they get left behind? So the supply will essentially be lower initially?
So that will deserve its own moment. However, the goal for us is, it comes back to accessibility. If it can be a seamless process where
you're right, smack it too. And Thomas isn't in any of these AMAs. He doesn't talk anymore to anyone.
What we're shooting for, where it's essentially
one
crazy thing you're done for the user on the user
side.
Thomas
isn't involved at all. He doesn't talk in these AMAs.
Heavily on. So
how do you get info from Thomas? You don't.
To the other,
on Discord?
The other points that you brought up. We will answer those in a future Safemoon Sunday as the Safemoon blockchain.
That's if I could like it.
Right,
comment, I would.
That. And then the second question I had regarding the wallet.
Missing that was.
So on your guys' website, on the wallet tracker,
that's big brain.
You're able to see the reflections you gained over your lifetime. Is there any plan to implement that into the wallet, like a 24-hour period of reflections, a lifetime reflections?
Because you can't pay taxes. You can't pay taxes
how
correctly.
Much you've invested into your Safemoon, how much you've actually earned, average per token, kind of like seeing your numbers move up and down like throughout the lifetime of your investment.
Yeah. So I've got
that's what I've got scripted in my next video.
That a lot.
I've got a section at the start saying, look, I know I've been away. I'll explain why, but it deserves its own key moments. And I'll move on into the next bit.
It's the blockchain.
But who knows if that video is ever going to come.
Yes. And so there's certain things and certain events that you can track when it comes to reflection or when it comes to calls or anything that happens basically on the blockchain. So we're trying to find a way, in a creative way, that we can show those reflections back to the user And we're thinking of things like, oh, maybe we do a snapshot of the wallet within the app, and then that snapshot, maybe when you imported your wallet, you had, say 10 billion, 500 million Safemoon. It does a snapshot, and then it's able to then track from that 10 billion, 500 million, and then save it as your initial import value, and then over time you would be able to see those reflections, things like that, that we're looking into. There's also subgraphs that we're looking into. But the great thing about what we're doing, I think, with our LP pool, is that we're building.
We're taking it and buying McLarens with it.
I don't think that we've even discussed, and this is happening on behind the scenes, is we're building subgraphs with our LP pool so we can track all of the volume, all of the fees. We can track everything per product line. Because if you're a legitimate company, what do you need to do? You need to be able to track how much volume you're getting on each product. You need to be able to track, how many fees you're making per product line. Because if you have a product line that you're pushing and it's not doing well,
that's right, Lewis.
Use it and like it.
You are exposing me to the fraudster that I am.
We're doing that, and that will probably help.
Look, the real reason is I'm just lazy, mate. With how I enjoy the research so much more than actually recording the videos.
For the users.
That's the real reason.
Is definitely something we have a pulse on. Definitely something we've heard from the community as a big feature ad. And then once we find a feasible route and a feasible way to do it that makes
drop
sense,
a like in the down below, because Ryan Ariaga, he's waking up at 12 a.m. It's 12 a.m. 1 a.m. actually now in Thailand.
Oh no, I was just saying I thought that was a cool feature. I didn't even know your website had that, and I saw my reflections and I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I saw someone say like, we need a sell reflections button. I'm like that's a cool idea,
Yeah,
feedback
definitely.
is noted.
Get on Twitter, we've gotten a lot. So
absolutely no info given in this AMA. To be honest,
that's actually, I would say, one of the higher features.
Apart from they resubmitted the iOS app. That's it.
So
yeah. Thank you for your questions, Mick. Now we're on to Safemoon Pup.
Have you noticed that everyone's like hardcore Safemoon that they allow up? Who's Safemoon Pup? Is this guy a troll? Well, this guy seems interesting. Rob. But he's, as you can see, he's hardcore mooner. Damn it.
Rob, next speaker.
No.
All right. Well, you're muted, but we'll Tats, we'll pass it off over to you for some follow-on questions from the other stuff.
Wait, can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, yep, I can hear you now. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, sorry. I just had a question with the V2. I know you said you were going to do a lot of stuff in the future to talk about it, but as far as going to V1 to V2, is the plan to have it just like a simple... Just like, is it going to be like seamless where we won't have to do anything? Or are we going to have to like send it to like a wallet and then it will send back V2 tokens or something?
So we're focused, again, I've covered this on other questions as well. Accessibility and ease of use, and ease of use falls into accessibility. Ideally, and Brian and I are currently working through that process right now. Again, we had to get the wallet out first, but with the Safemoon wallet, we have the ability to make that process of migrating over to V2 a lot quicker, easier, and simpler.
I wonder how it sorts the people that watch.
The plan is always to make it a one-click,
That's right, Smack it too.
one-tap process.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
I wonder if it sorts by follower amount.
No problem.
It might, actually.
All right. Cats, we'll pass it off over to you.
I think it does. Interesting.
Sure. So the last one is kind of more aimed at the blockchain.
In the meantime, let's just check how many people are in. 5,000 people. So they only have half a percent.
The blockchain and looking to go forward.
They only have 0.5% of people that follow them on Twitter.
Do that? Are you launching with just the testnet,
space,
or is it then testnet to mainnet, or are you going to try and do both? Obviously, you want to obviously test it and make sure everything's right with the future of the whole entire project. But what's your sort of concept behind moving forward with the blockchain?
Jeez, and now we're down to 0
So I can feel this answer.
That's really interesting.
And Ryan, feel free to feed in any additional input. But we will
only
always
the top 1,000 guests can be shown.
a beta, so a test net.
Okay, that's interesting.
Before we do a main net.
And then you have a look at these guys. These guys all have 1 follower. So that means...
get a little finicky on testnet. So testnet, obviously, we always test all of our products. We have all of our environment documentation set up.
The rest of the people are just brand new accounts.
Just Wallet,
they're listening.
All of the future products
with no followers whatsoever.
First. The problem with testnet is once you start getting into mainnet, then you start dealing with gas and you start dealing with like real world mechanisms that you're going to be using. So testnet to mainnet, like we've learned with migrating over, is they're 2 different animals. It's not as easy as
too. I think you could be onto something. Those NDAs definitely get me. I need to think of the NDA.
We'll be testing on testnet, but then we're also going to have betas, just like we did with our wallet. We're going to have betas as well. We're going to bring in community members to help with that.
I don't know. What are they wanting for?
That'll be a fun, kind of a fun thing that we do for our launches, and it's obviously going to help. And that's kind of going to be our model, right? Because we're all a community. We're all wanting to see the success of the product. So we bring
That's right. These guys are hardcore mooners, each and every one of them.
So well with the wallet, we're like, why don't we do that with other products? So that's how we're going to do it.
Unfortunately, on my proper account, I'm banned by Safemoon. They blocked me. So
issues that we'll have releasing a product to millions of people, because we'll have people who are volunteers.
I'll have this up.
Well, this is a once the stream is over. It's in beta. There's some risks involved. But they're willing to volunteer and be a part of that.
This graph's really interesting.
We've been able to do with Safemoon Wallet.
Quite telling.
We're doing that with the others as well.
Yeah, and so
the key number here is
the community with
the people over $1 billion is only 2.5% less.
Everyone's always willing to give that feedback, whether it's perceived as good, whether it's perceived as bad. Feedback for me is feedback, and it makes us, and it's honest. It's honest feedback is the best thing. Whether it's negative or positive.
Musa Ibrahim, I'm surprised every day when it comes to Safemoon.
Move quicker. It allows us to build a better product that's both more safe, more accessible, and of quality. And so we're always focused on that. So real quick, we've kind of hit our end for this Safemoon Sunday. So we will field one more question, Cats.
Please stop shilling your bloody shitcoin.
There's quite a few with you, but I'm going to try and save those for
hard user.
The next Safemoon Sunday, as you've mentioned.
Here we go. Look, I love a control.
So
I love the control, but no shilling, no spam shilling, please.
The disappearance of an NFT button on the Android side, is it still something that is going to happen? And is the blockchain going to assist with minting and also then selling and so forth?
Yeah, Slick Rick,
so
NFTs if you hold on PancakeSwap, like on the blockchain, you still definitely will be getting reflections for sure.
A little bit finicky on when it comes to approving an app. And so we took the NFT tab out of the iOS app for now. As support and as buy-in from Apple and their providers grows, we'll be able to implement the NFT stuff further. Yes, we plan to have NFTs in our ecosystem because it's not only because having
the latest buzzword going around,
supported. It's also the other aspects in regards to Operation Phoenix. Thomas and I probably talk 30, 45 minutes where we talk about the possibilities and what you can actually do with NFTs.
You've never done that. Never.
But again, I'll say that for a future Safemoon Sunday or the Safemoon podcast where him and I just talk about NFTs for 45 minutes. But yes, we will support NFTs. It's purely dependent on Google Play and the App Store. And Ryan, if you want to kind of go into that a little bit, I believe Coinbase and other wallet providers are dealing with this as well right now.
Yeah. So we want to make sure that when we're launching products, we're launching them uniformly, right?
What coin will give 100x suggestions, please?
Android,
I don't know, mate.
We have the same features in Android as we have.
I'm not Nostradamus,
Apple.
Rob.
We're
unfortunately.
not gonna, let Android have all of these other features and then Apple have none, or vice versa. So we want to make sure that everything we're launching is uniform. We're going to make sure that we plan it correctly. So the NFTs, we found out very quick whenever we launched or we submitted Apple the first time. We found out that Apple rejected it because it had an NFT tab. So we went back to the drawing board and said, okay, so how are we going to do this? If we're going to do NFTs, we have to commit to it. We have to make sure that we build out the features properly, and we make sure that we do it right. So right now, as it stands, our initial projections of having the NFT as a tab, we wouldn't be able to do it right. So we removed that tab. We no longer have NFTs right now as it stands. And we're going back to the drawing board and thinking, okay, how can we circumvent this? And how can we launch it right? So that's where we're at. And right now we have a lot of, I think I said this last AMA, we're thinking of other ways we can have NFTs. And that's through responsive web, browsers, other things where you're still able to access, or through dApps and other avenues. So there's a lot of different things that we're thinking about and how we approach this. But I mean, could you imagine us trying to launch with an NFT and then submit that to Apple, and then 2 weeks later get a rejection and say, oh, well, you still can't do NFTs because of XYZ. So we're doing everything right. And then once we get a nice, solid foundational plan, we'll move forward with that. But right now we're just focused on getting the MVP out, getting the right app out, getting the right features out, and then we can always build upon that. But NFTs is definitely...
Yeah, iterate. Perfection is a journey, not a destination. All right, so that kind of concludes our Safemoon Sunday. I want to thank Ryan and Cats Are Us for being on today, and as well as the other speakers and people who asked questions. Kind of go over some final points. Android Wallet is launched. It is live. It's on the Google Play Store. We have 20,000 plus reviews. We're between 4.9 and 5 stars. We're receiving about 20,000 downloads per day. We have over 100,000 downloads.
I thought they were getting 20 million when the beta came out. 20 million
iOS
downloads
is submitted. So launch for that is imminent. Stay tuned. And then the next Safemoon Sunday will be on Sunday, the 3rd of October. Final times to be released.
No, it wouldn't be more than $0. Because
all right,
41
Ryan,
Safemoon is tiny.
Appreciate everything.
You'll always have some Safemoon, and you still are getting reflections.
Staying up late to talk to the community. Cats Are Us, thank you for joining. I'm John. I'm the CEO of Safemoon.
We are Safemoon. We are family.
Ryan, the global head of products for Safemoon.
We are family. We are Safemoon.
And I'm Katz, senior educator for Safemoon.
Thanks a lot, guys.
We are Safemoon. We are family. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and listening. Bye-bye.
Is that it? That's it. I kind of wish they forgot their microphones off and they just go, oh, fuck. We got these idiots for another week. Oh, man. All right. Now I can talk free ball it. My Twitter's going off. All right. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. That was pretty bad. A whole lot of nothing burgers. That was pretty ridiculous. But this chart that I saw on the Safemoon website was very, very interesting. Let's have a look. So, also, Slick Rick, you'll definitely be getting some good old reflections. Unfortunately, the reflections at current rates, let's have a look at the Dex Guru. Oh, the price seems to be going down. Is $1 million, right? So you're only getting, it's like less than 1% APY. You're literally getting less than 1% APY at $1 million reflections, right? So what that means, at current rates, you're getting 1% APY. So that means out of your 41 Safemoon, you're only getting 0.4 a year. So that's why you're not seeing it really, the amount of Safemoon growing in your wallet, probably because you don't have enough decimals, maybe. But you're definitely getting, if you hold Safemoon on Trust Wallet or whatever, you're definitely getting some reflections. It's just such a minuscule amount that it doesn't really matter. Reanimation, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're actually joining us now, not during that whole nothing burger of a Twitter space, because that was pretty ridiculous. They literally told us nothing at all, apart from a little bit of info when the Safemoon wallet's coming out on Apple. That's about it. Thomas took the vow of silence so he can't speak. Indeed. He took a paycheck, it seems like, to join back on the team. I'd love to have been on that call, because I can imagine Braden Caroni would have been like probably in tears, begging Thomas to stay around, because otherwise his project would have crumbled. But then again, he's got Ryan Arriaga, who is quite the character himself. His McLaren speaks for itself. Indeed it does. Indeed it does, you know, and these people seem to forgive everything. Unfortunately, Safemoon Dev is selling. Safemoon Dev himself is selling. As we can see, the holders, let's have a look. The holders have definitely dropped out quite a bit. They're only getting, between Friday and Saturday, Friday and Saturday, they only had 1,400 or so people. So that's slowing down. Price is going down. Let's change to 10-minute candles, just so we can actually see what is happening in the world of Safemoon. I'm not quite sure what in the world is happening with that chart, but okay. That's interesting. But yes, have a look at the holders. The holders is a minuscule amount, and I know I keep banging on about this, but this is really, really telling. I mean, this just shows just how dead Safemoon is. So, that's crazy. There's only 60,000 people with what I would call a moderate, not even a moderate, it's a small investment, really. $2,000 isn't really much of an investment. I don't want to wealth shame people, but $1 billion, let's say $1 billion Safemoon, you know, for the average person, especially a first-time investor, is pretty decent, okay? $2,000. Right, there's only 60,000 people. Everyone, you know, there's millions of people with less than $1 billion, than that much Safemoon. Like, it's just dead. It's just, so when they say 2.6 million holders they've got now, it's literally only 60,000 of them that are holding that much. Like a somewhat large amount. It's just crazy. Like, Safemoon is really dead. I'm going to have to move on to other projects now. It's just a shame. It's a shame. Because, I mean, Safemoon was a low-hanging fruit. It was just easy pickings. Same point, you should look at what just happened with Bonfire. Nice hat, by the way. Yes, I was celebrating the Safemoon wallet release. I've got some, you know, party, I don't know what you call these, party poppers. I had a blowy thing. Let's just get a new fresh one. There you go. Got my red cups. Got my pong ball around somewhere as well. You know, it's just all happening. I'm just celebrating life. Living the best life. All the wealthy people. Nostradamus. Nostradamus is actually a tough name to spell. To write out. Because I in a tweet, embarrassingly, I got Nostradamus wrong. I spelt it O-U-S at the end. But it's U-S. You got it right there. Although you still spelt it wrong there, Lewis. But I don't blame you. Joe's not really the brightest of the bunch. All the wealthy people sold long time ago. Indeed. Indeed. I'm actually surprised Safemoon Dev is selling now. The Safemoon Deployer wallet. Maybe I'll be able to show you. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at address private notes. Let's log in. Address private notes. And update passwords. And I want to have a look at Safemoon Deploy Wallet. Alright. Let's have a look at the Safemoon Deploy Wallet. As we can see here, let's check this out. Bonfire was shilling a new coin in their Telegram after the rug pull. I did say that. It was called, it's actually a pretty good name. I like it because it's still got that fiery Ember. Ember, I think it was called. A Bonfire, they rug pulled their own coin, and then, of course, moving on to another one called Ember. I'm pretty sure it was called Ember. Interestingly, the main guy behind it, at least now, is Australian, which I found quite interesting. Oh my god, that was classic. I was in the chat laughing up a storm. Whoa, what are you talking about? Safemoon Joe, maybe? But here we go. Let's have a look at some transactions that Safemoon Dev has been making. So this is the Deploy wallet, and it is quite juicy. Back in, what do I think of Safemoon office in Utah? Well, I've seen the Safemoon office. We've covered the Safemoon office many times in these videos. Back in, where was it? I want to pop this. It's getting to me. At least they thought about the name. What name? What are you talking about? What are you talking about there, my friend? But yes, let's go last. Gotcha, just got here. All good, all good. The Safemoon wallet is probably the most interesting, not Safemoon, Safemoon registration place. Utah is definitely quite interesting. Because, I mean, Utah, the home of the Ponzi scheme. Also, Utah is the home of Mormonism, as well as all these other happy clappies. Of course, we've covered long ago how you guys that bought Safemoon have bought into a Mormon scheme. You know, back in my day, I keep on saying this, but Mormons had to knock on my door. At least happy clappies had to knock on the door to get some money out of you. These days, all these happy clappies have to do is start their own cryptocurrency. Says all that there is to be said. But maybe we'll be able to, I don't know, what do you guys want to see? Safemoon dev selling. Alright, what is with these Maticverse bots? It's actually pretty impressive for a dead channel like mine. Why is anyone bringing up some Maticverse? What even is Maticverse? I'm assuming it's on the ETH chain. Let's have a look. What is with the chart? Can you not buy Safemoon at the moment or something? Let's have a look at Maticverse. No, my Twitter's not Twitter, Discord. Oh, here we go. Yes, the events. Mooncast. Gandalf's in. All right. Alright, I wasn't expecting a Mooncast to be happening this week, but might as well stay around for it. Maybe. I don't know. It's bloody early for me. I want to go back to sleep. But look here. We've got the cat crew. We've got Gandalf back here. Gandalf, the educator of wisdom. We've got the cat crew. Mr. Adult. Cats are us. We've got the clown. And of course, we've got the YouTuber himself, Mr. Sanders. Rob, tell me why they claim to have 2.6 million holders and only 100,000 wallet downloads. I'll expect at least 25,000 of holders to get the wallet. Well, yes, so the thing is, they obviously lied about the beta, right? Let me just mute the audio. They obviously lied about the beta. They said they had all these millions of people going onto their website, right? But clearly that's not the case, downloading the wallet. They had all these millions of downloads, or people wanting to download. But that's not the case. The wallet is available. It's all finished, supposedly. Minimum viable product. It's all available. And, you know, they're only getting 100,000 downloads so far. It's been out for almost a week. Says it all, really. Says it all. You know, and that's probably people downloading it multiple times on their different accounts that they've got. You know, this is what the Safemoon Army does. But it's obviously not multiple. It's obviously not, yeah. I don't know, I'm losing my train of thought. Too early in the morning for me. But yeah, it's obviously a massive fraud. And as I keep showing in this live stream, this chart on the Safemoon subreddit, which I'll link, is actually really telling, I've got to say. It says a lot. Just how many people own Safemoon. Nostradamus Rob, I'm sorry for misspelling your name. You should be Lewis. You should be. Don't you be filing private claims on my videos. I had to not delete. It's been removed from circulation. That's the live stream where I have Safemoon Joe's actual face because he filed a privacy claim. So I'm gonna have to counter that. I know Safemoon Joe watches my videos. He's actually watched all of them. He complains to YouTube, filing the actual timestamps of when I actually show his face in the clips. So I can't show Safemoon Joe's face until, well, I can because it's all public information. But I'm gonna have to complain to YouTube, tell them why it should be all good, why it's public information, and then go from there. Because I got a month to do that, so I need to stop slacking. And you know what, I might do that today actually, because I kind of want to do a video on Safemoon Joe. Because F him. Like, man, you know, the worst thing you can do, is literally, you know, encourage me, troll me, right? You just ignore me, right? You should not embolden me. Otherwise, I'm a vengeful bastard, right? You don't want that. You don't want that. Even Safemoon Joe is a fan of yours. That's what success looks like, Rob. Indeed, indeed. Safemoon Joe definitely is a friend of mine. Actually, I've got a nice clip of Safemoon Joe. Let me go find it. I've got a nice clip of Safemoon Joe, how much of a friend he is of mine. Ready? Let me put the audio back on.
Rolling. iOS.
And I will show you just how much of fans.
Fingers crossed.
Oh god, they're talking.
The next few days. Hopefully Apple play ball.
Yeah, you know, hopefully Apple play ball. Mate, shut the hell up. Let's have a look at Safemoon Joe is a pole smoker. I don't know what a pole smoker is, but I'm inclined to agree with you. I live a very sheltered life, as you can see. Video. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let's just make sure this stream is up. There we go. Here is Safemoon Joe being a massive fan of me.
By the way, I'm here because I'm a what to say? I can't see it. Oh, well. You're gonna have to imagine it then, I guess. Joe, can you discuss Rob's YouTube channel is spreading lies about Safemoon? How can we address this issue? I've actually reached out and talked with him, and we're still talking with each other. He has. So one thing about Rob is he's a guy who has actual concerns about Safemoon. And don't get me wrong, he does it in a joking way. But I've talked. He's a nice guy, actually. Rob Crypto, people. I know a lot of people don't like. He's not a bad guy, but he has actual concerns. Some things I think he's wrong, and I've talked to him, and I don't think I've gotten a chance to really point out, but I point some out, and some things are actual concerns, which I'm like, hey, that's pretty interesting. You know. But the issue is to the Safemoon, and once again, the Safemoon mod I talked to yesterday, we were talking.
Oh yeah, that's all he says about me. But see, he says I'm a nice guy. He's not wrong. I'm a very nice guy. You know, tip of the hat to you, my lady. I'm a nice guy, I'll have you know. But there's Safemoon Joe saying how much of a nice guy I am. Unfortunately, that live stream actually got taken down because he was doing a Discord chat with his fans, and then people were just saying racist stuff and posting swastikas and other unsavory things on his Discord, which is public and, you know, during the live stream. So people were saying all these racist slurs during the live stream, which was interesting. So the live stream ended up getting removed. But anyway, let's go ahead and head over back into that Mooncast, see the excuses that are happening today.
Like swap, if there's been any movement on that and getting like a dev portal for people who want to develop off of the products.
Still on my to-do list. It's still there. It's still one of the top 3 questions that all need to be addressed. But like I said, I wanted to wait until the team had the wallet out and that, you know, they're not so heavy on trying to push.
So the issue I've got with Safemoon, right, is that essentially it's a Ponzi scheme, right? So even if someone actually that knew what they were doing took over, right, it would still be a Ponzi scheme, right? I think I have a big problem with all these reflection tokens, not only because you can't pay tax on them, you can't pay tax correctly on the income tax because you can't track it, right? You can't track your income tax, but also they're just outright Ponzi schemes that require new money to come in, you know, for people to get their reflections in. It's just the whole thing, the whole concept of it doesn't sit well with me. It's not just that Safemoon is a massive scam and a rug pull, right? Massive fraud. It's that just the whole concept of these reflection tokens is I've got big problems with them. They don't really work. But yes, we are Safemoon, we are family. Unfortunately, our family left us after 6 months. And need I say more? I'm actually surprised he actually did say that. We are Safemoon, we are family. Because, you know, your family, a large part of it, more than half of your family left after 6 months. Says it all, really. Says it all.
Like if like today, to my understanding at least, I haven't
think
seen anything I could import to make use of swap instead of using like pancakes.
I think that's gonna be it for the stream.
That's like not something that's on the table for the next.
So I mean, I know this is going to be a waste of time, and I kind of want to go back to sleep.
The way that the swap's working at the moment is essentially they're looking to happen is. Oh, bear with me. What they're trying to do is look to send the integration of Safemoon swap as internal. So if they want, they choose the pairings, because it's the same principle with the Safemoon wallet, and why the Safemoon wallet is working the way that there's only X amount of tokens listed is they want to protect the users.
Sorry, I think I was unclear in the question. I meant specifically if we wish to,
This is going to get ridiculous. I'll watch this later. I'll watch this while I'm on my exercise bike, and that's what I'll do later on in the day. Trying to burn off my nothing burgers, but. Until next time, though, guys, I'll be back. Who knows? Maybe this week there'll be a video. Maybe there won't be. I'm really slacking off. I know. The death of Rob's Crypto YouTube channel. The claim Project Phoenix is going to bring the reflections. What do you think? Well, they say the only thing that can really bring in any sort of reflections, right, is the exchange. Right? But that just makes the exchange incredibly inefficient. And, you know, to be making a billion, right? This is the one thing that people need to understand. Say the goal, right? These pumpers, like Sean Witcherell was saying, was that Safemoon is going to easily hit $1 billion in volume, right? Well, here's why that's basically impossible. Because let's say the exchange charges 1%, right? The exchange charges 1% of the transaction fees. So that means they need $100 billion in volume to make 1%, like to 1% Safemoon transaction fee. It's just it just does not make any sense. I know I'm explaining this probably really poorly, but they need $100 billion of volume in their exchange to get 1%, which is 1 billion of Safemoon volume, right? If Safemoon's going to be the Safemoon token is going to be the currency that's used to transact the fee. It just does not make any sense at all. And then you lose it just hurts the head how these people can even think this is even possible. Because you lose 10% here, 10% there, 10% everywhere, and by the time you know, you're 80% down in a month. Look at this. Look at this. Let's just go back. Have a look at the Safemoon chart. God damn it. Not Metaverse. I want Safemoon. You just need to have a look at the Safemoon chart. And it is really, really tanked. Maybe the date on the backpack is the day they vanish. Well, the 12th and the 9th is already come and gone. So it must be the December date. Leaves no meat on the bone for trading. Exactly. It just hurts the head how people can even think this is possible. Don't know why they've got this kind of issue when it comes to Dex Guru. Maybe I should go on PooCoin. Although I'd assume it's the same issue on PooCoin. Let us have a look. Oh no, seems to be working. Although we are looking at 1 minute charts. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart. And what are we looking at here? This is the 10-minute chart. Sorry, it seems to be working. But man, look at that dip. It's 1537 now. It just keeps on dumping and dumping and dumping. And months ago people were saying buy the dip. Just in the past month, it's 80% down. From here, how does PooCoin do its charts? Doesn't seem like you can actually bring it up super easy on PooCoin. Oh, don't want to do that. But yeah, you've lost 80% of your money since the 31st of August if you bought in then. It's just so sad. Can you explain this in English? You are not making sense. Baby Whale, I have to say you're probably a troll. But I know, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if a Moonboy didn't really understand. But essentially, right, for Safemoon to make their goal is $1 billion of Safemoon in daily volume. So their excuse or their reasoning is that the Safemoon exchange is going to give them that volume, right? So let's say the fee on the exchange is 1%, which is, I'd say, quite a bit. Who knows? 1%, right? So that means they need to make $100 billion in daily volume on the Safemoon exchange, right? Trading Bitcoin, etc. $100 billion to make $1 billion in that trading volume. Okay, well, that's cool. Let's have a closer look at CoinGecko. Right. Excuse the bloody flashbang. Right. $100 billion is what they need in daily volume. Right. Bitcoin, 27 billion. Ethereum, 14 billion. Maybe we can go at, look at that. The 24-hour volume, you guys might be able to see right at the top here, is $107 billion. So what Safemoon is saying is that they need to make the whole market's daily volume rate, right? Say this is the logic. It's just unreal. It just hurts the head. These Moon Boys literally think that Safemoon Exchange is going to have as much volume as the rest of the whole crypto market. Because that's literally what they were saying, that Safemoon is going to hit $1 billion in daily volume. Just buy Bitcoin and chill? Well, Bitcoin's not really going to appreciate much more. You know, it's the heyday is over for Bitcoin. This is why people are looking at, you know, Safemoon and all these other BSC shitcoins, because they want to get rich quick. You know, and how's that working out, you know, unless you get really early. You know, there's a lot of other decent projects. You know, if you invested in Cardano 2 months ago, you would have made a lot of money. Rob, you need to get a life. Yes, I do. I do. I'm living my best life, I'll have you know. Look at me. I'm celebrating the Safemoon wallet. How is that not living my best life? This is literally the best life. Although, I think we're getting a nice little spike of viewers. We might be getting some trolls from the Discord. Let's have a closer look. Oh, here we go. We've got Safemoon Joe in the audience. Let's bring that up.
Get lost somehow from transferring from Trust Wallet to the Safemoon wallet because, you know, it's a new technology, a new wallet. There's updates being done all the time. And, you know, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into Safemoon that I'm technically afraid to move from one wallet to the other. So should I wait another month before I move those? Or is it safe, just as safe now as it will be? Or is there anything to watch out for or that could possibly go wrong?
So the only way that you can get things wrong is either one, sending it to the wrong wallet address, or two, giving out your seed phrase. One or two of the others. So it really depends on...
All right, this is getting ridiculous. They're just doing basic educational kind of stuff, which is just crazy. You're better off buying one BNB than throwing that same one BNB into Bitcoin. Exactly. Bitcoin, well, BNB's got more of a chance to appreciate, I've got to say. But I don't know. I'm much more weary of the market now than obviously 4 or so months ago. Tether's not printing as much money, and that's a big problem. I love throwing the D into trolls. I've got big bags of XRP and other good tokens. Safemoon was a met bet. Look, Safemoon was a bet. You know, and for some people, it really worked out. You know, I'm not saying you can't make money off scams. That's not what I'm saying at all. You can definitely make money off scams. Right. The issue is that a lot of people are holding it. You know, that there's a, you know, the language with Safemoon is that don't sell, hodl strong, keep the line, diamond hands. You know, and this is where people lose money. You know, because buy the dip's probably the worst one, by far the worst, really. Because essentially you're filling up the bags of Safemoon Dev. You know, Safemoon Dev who's been dumping on your sorry asses with his deployer wallet for the past couple of months. Well, not past couple of months, especially today. Have a look at his transactions. So this is his wallet. Let's have a look at the BEP20 tokens. And he's been moving out $1 trillion. He just moved $1 trillion out just a day, 18 hours ago. You know, these guys are literally dumping on your asses. This is Safemoon Dev, the mastermind that the cult was worshipping just, you know, a week ago. These guys were saying, oh my God, what a genius. You know, he's gonna give us Lambos. This is a guy that Safemoon Joe thought was Jack Dorsey. Look at this. All right, so Safemoon, the Safemoon deploy wallet, right? So this is Safemoon Dev, right? Into this OXC13 wallet. And then look, he's been selling, right? So here's that wallet. And look, he's been selling in 45 million batches. Oh, sorry, $45 billion batches. Safe, 45 billion Safemoon batches, right? It's just so sad. I like this troll financial intelligence group token. That's a nice bit of advertising. I'll give them that. That's a very nice bit of advertising. Let's have a closer look at that one. 974 addresses. I'll have to have a look at this later on. But, you know, Safemoon Dev, the guy behind the whole project, is now dumping on you guys. And a lot of people don't see that as a problem. The problem is that the people left in Safemoon, right? They're right-wing nut jobs. The literal definition of it. You know, you've got Braden Caroni, a Mormon Happy Clappy, you know, with his family. Like, I've gone through his family connections and all this kind of stuff, and they're very closely linked with, you know, these Happy Clappy churches. I've shown in a couple of these live streams as well. And then you've got Ryan Arriaga. Rob, you need to buy Safemoon now before it's too late. Well, unfortunately, Spello Andy, I've been hearing that since I started making these videos. And, you know, the price is what, some 90% down since I started making these videos? So, yeah, it's going to be a hard no from me. You know, the price keeps dipping. How can you tell me that? You know, the price keeps dipping. So, I think I'm going to listen to myself and not to you. But, you know, here's, you know, this is Safemoon Dev literally dumping tokens on you guys. And he's got $9 million in this wallet. Who knows how many other deploy or how many other wallets he's got. So there's nothing wrong with goals, and change is the only constant in this world. That's right. So there's nothing wrong with goals. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to achieve your financial goals with Safemoon. And look, if you're buying in now or any time since I've started making these videos, that's quite clearly not going to happen unless your goal is to lose money. Why are you here then? What the fuck? That's very weird. Oh, look, maybe he wants to hear the other side of the story. Look, I'm not going to begrudge someone that wants to learn about Safemoon Dev selling his tokens. Of course, you know, all the other guys have been dumping on you guys long ago. Long ago. It's just so sad. You know, but of course, this wallet here, the OXC9, which is the Safemoon deploy wallet, because Rob may end up becoming the Bitcoin pizza guy. Oh, my friends. You know, it's hilarious. There's something very different to the Bitcoin pizza guy and Safemoon. And it seems like a lot of these people are still new to the space, right? They have no idea. They hear these stories and they just run with them. You know, it's quite clear, I think, Spello, that you're quite new to this whole kind of space. But yes, calling out scams is important. Unfortunately, the free market, especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies, especially BNB or BSC, is, you know, the free market's completely failed. Completely failed. Yeah, there's no government regulation over this kind of stuff. It's just crazy. And yes, exactly, Zenmatu. These people are thanking the whales for selling. You know, especially not only just a normal whale, but you know the guy behind the whole project. Bro, we need the Ryan Arriaga COVID denial videos uploaded. I know. But I like having the power of actually having him. I'll be able to let's have a look. Dun 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 dun. Let's go to my Safemoon folder, my Ryan Arriaga folder, and in the meantime, let's play a video or two. Oh, actually, what I'm going to have to do is exit the Discord safe space.
Just recently, a software glitch that moves 6,000 votes from Trump to Biden in the state of Michigan was just uncovered. The glitch was detected by the GOP and then corrected only after it was called out for irregularities in Antrim County, Michigan. So it's almost like you have to find these weird voter fraud, software glitches, point them out, get the media coverage, and then they get fixed. It's almost like policy and facts never rise to the top until we actually have a light shined on the problem. But this is the best part. The same software was used in the county, was also used in 47 other counties.
All right, had enough of him. There's only so much Ryan Arriaga I can take. But boy, oh boy, like researching Ryan Arriaga has been so much fun, actually. I might be able to show you my website that I've been building, which I've been also... See, I've got so many things in the back of my head that I want to do. Here is my Ryan Arriaga website that I've been working on. As you can see, it's still just in the template stage. But I knew this guy was going to be a big part of Safemoon back 3 or 4 months ago when I bought this domain. You can check when I bought this domain name, right? Who is Ryan Arriaga? In the beginning, the Fudhound. I've only just begun sculpting it, really. The COVID files, Plandemic. Not a glitch, but a feature. Biden stole the election. And then I haven't really done more than this, but I want to make the most of most of these reviews, and probably copy and paste his reviews on his Rockstar this website. I want to copy these reviews and I'll just paste them in here. I think that'll be a good solid troll. Dear oh dear, literally the gift that keeps on giving. All right. I think that's going to be it for the stream. I'm just blabbering on now. I'm having too much fun. This, of course, is the image that proves, this guy, right? He literally denied on his Reddit account that it was him uploading. Like, he uploaded his own videos onto Reddit. But this guy, he didn't even realize that he had his own images on Reddit of himself holding up this sign. This is how thick this guy is. Rob needs to focus his energies on something more productive. Work for charity or something. Man, I'm going to expose scams. This is my charitable action. These are my charitable actions here, my friends. But yes, I do need to move on to some other cryptocurrencies, I think, because Safemoon, as we can see with the holder chart, it's down in the dumps. If it wasn't for Rob, I would have never sold my Safemoon and I would have lost my money. Rob is a hero. Yeah, that's right. Look, I know I'm a hero, but look, the reason I started doing these videos is because people need to look. Speller Andy, who says I don't have my own business? I've got my own burger flipping business. But that's exactly right. That's why I started doing these videos, is because people were only getting one side of the story, and any kind of concerns people had was getting. Look, you might be onto something. I'm actually not wearing any underwear there, Phil. It is early in the morning. Just wearing a pair of trackies, but it is too much information. Rob, I need 30 seconds of I got COVID denial. I will love you a long time. All right. I'm pretty sure I've got him clipped in a video. I've got it clipped in a video, right? In my latest video. Let's have a look. Is it here? No, it's not here. I'm pretty sure in my latest video I included like a fair clip of Ryan Arriaga, like a longer clip. But look, I think that's going to be it for the stream. I'll have a think about uploading that Ryan Arriaga clip. Get in touch with me on Twitter if you want it. Rob is now taking requests. Requests for what? Biden 100% stole the election. It's an interesting take, I'll tell you that much. DJ Scaremoon. See, and the thing is, the thing with what's his name? Joe, Safemoon Joe, right? He wants to do privacy complaints on YouTube. Sure. Rob, like to dislike ratio looking good compared to the other. Well, it might be, but unfortunately, we're not getting the views. We're not getting those views of the other nights. I don't think I really used as much tags as I should have. I mean, I didn't even set this video up. I just set it up and started live streaming. So people didn't have much of a notice. Can you try dig up some dirt on Darren Robinson? I can't stand him. I could. I'm sure there's plenty of things on Darren. Website link. This is just RyanAriaga.com. It's just plain. It's just there's nothing on it really. It's just a placeholder at the moment. So things are coming. But you know the thing with Safemoon Joe, because I know he watches these videos, so I want to let him know. Right? You can file your privacy complaints on YouTube with things. RyanAriaga.com is just a basic website with, you know, you don't want to go on it because there's nothing on there. God damn it. There you go, Flash Crypto. RyanAriaga.com. It's not safe, it's not secure, you know, you shouldn't really be using it there though, to be honest. It's just plain and empty. Your website is looking better than Safemoon website already. But yeah, so the issue with Safemoon Joe is that he wants to censor my videos where I expose public information on him, right? He files privacy complaints to YouTube. That's cool. I'll just make my own lewissanabria.com website, right? And I'll just upload everything I have on him then. You know, and that'll be much worse. Because every time someone will Google him, his website will come up. I'll ensure it'll come up first on all SEO searches. All right, I'll SEO the living daylights out of that website. Don't, you know, just ignore me. You know, don't troll me, don't encourage me. You know, because I will literally do lewissanabria.com. You know, and then I'll upload everything I have on you. You know, this is what this thick motherfucker needs to understand. You know, I'm exposing criminals, right? I know you've got criminal convictions, right, that are directly related to Safemoon. You know, financial crimes. Yeah, that's why I'm calling you out. You know, Ryan Ariaga's got speeding tickets. I don't go exposing him for that. I don't care. What does Ryan do? Head of products. Yes, he's the guy behind the Safemoon wallet. He's the guy behind the Safemoon wallet. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have a story, you know, of how Ryan got started. Its own webpage. The Fudhound, you know, his videos of, you know, his Reddit site, his Reddit comments and Reddit account. Then we'll have the pandemic section, you know, talking about his pandemic videos. He's the wallet developer, yes. He's head of Snake Oil. I love the name, LeMayo. You have to make videos to troll Safemooners. In the beginning, there was Latin placeholders. Yes, a bit of lorem ipsum never went wrong. Does anyone believe that the full codes? Yes, I actually do. He actually has a little bit of experience. In terms of coding. Although, it seems like most of it is actually just his team of Vietnamese coders here. You got Quong Nguyen. This is who I believe are the actual Safemoon developers developing the wallet. This is why I think they've spelled Ethereum wrong. I mean, it could have been much worse. They could have spelled it as urethra. But they spelled Ethereum. I don't even know how to say what they spelled. God damn, what is with these Matic-verse trolls? See ya. Do you think anything will happen with them? I feel they will get away. Well, yes, they are getting literally away with millions. And it's just so sad to see. You know, and these guys, they just don't care. You know, and they're the ones that have been getting wrecked. You know, they're so coloured in their rose-coloured glasses. You know, that all they can see is Lambo Wen. They literally think they're going to be driving Lamborghinis next year, and this is a big problem they'll have with Safemoon Joe. You know, whatever. I know he watches these videos, so that's exactly why I'm telling him. You know, don't go privacy striking my videos, privacy complaining my videos. Otherwise, you'll just get me hot and bothered. That's right. Safemoon's never going to go down to zero because I mean it's already at zero. He's just a PR person. No, he's definitely a coder guy. He's definitely got some experience coding, etc. I'll show you. I've shown you this video before, but maybe you are new here. Let me just get this video up and running. So he's got his, so he's been, he's been a digital nomad for a little while, doing his own little thing. I've shown this video before, but I'll let you guys see it again.
Hello, Fiverr. My name is Ryan Arriaga, and I'm a digital nomad. Hello, Fiverr. My name is Ryan Arriaga, and I'm a digital nomad living in beautiful Thailand. For over a decade, I've worked as a serial entrepreneur and in corporate America. I actually started my first software company at the age of 23, which is a social reservation app that is featured in Outback Steakhouse, Claim Jumpers, Chicago Fire, and many of America's national restaurant chains.
So Ryan Arriaga's claim to fame is that he had a booking, like a he had a booking service called Seat Ninja. He had a booking service called Seat Ninja, and you could book, on. I know the Android wallet's launched. That's why I've got my celebratory hat. I've got got my red celebratory cup, and I've also got my little blower, and I've also got those poppers. And we are celebrating. But yeah, so he had his own little app called Seat Ninja, where you could book, it helped restaurants, organize where people sit and all this kind of stuff. Nothing special. But anyway, Rob, do you want to go for a drive in my Lambo? Not really, no. Oh, come on, man. Now we need some more COVID denial. But mate, I've got everything. I've got everything on Ryan Arriaga, right down to his herpes dating website. Now, you might be wondering, why does a herpes dating website matter? Well, because he's made some interesting comments in regards to herpes on his troll Twitter account. He's also called me a fatty, which, look, at the end of the day, I can change being a fatty, but he can never change having herpes. So that's a nice little line I've got ready for whenever I do my video on him, which who knows when that'll be, a fifth straight. Imminently.
After founding that company, I got brought onto Oracle to help build out a new department within their Northern California branch. At that time, I led...
All right, and then he has his own, he has another website called Startup Ryan. So unfortunately, he deleted all his YouTube videos there. So he's tried to scrub everything, but little does he know that, actually you guys can't say that. Little does he know that Rob's Crypto archives everything when it comes to these scammers, startup entrepreneurs, digital nomads, and aspiring app founders. So this has been his shtick for a little while. But his website was Startup Ryan. This is what the real OGs that actually watch my videos get, I don't have the website saved somewhere. Why is it not coming up? I got the video saved, but anyway. Haha, Rob, you've been saying that you will work on Ryan Arriaga's video for quite some time. I know, but to be honest, I'm glad I haven't done it, because I kind of forgot, I kind of gave up on Ryan. It's just whatever, he's just whatever. But then he joined Safemoon, and then just in the past couple of weeks, I've been digging more and more into him, and I found his dating websites, and found his I couldn't find his Biden stealing the election videos. That's what I couldn't find. Go to bed, Rob. I know. What are you doing up as well if you're a fellow Australian? What are you doing up at this time? If you're a fellow Australian, what are you doing up at this time? It's bloody 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, I'm going back to sleep right after this, probably imminently. But yeah, no, I've been slacking on my videos. It's been tragic. I even bought a new camera. I bought a green screen. The idea was I was going to do a green screen of the Safemoon, the Safemoon studio. But unfortunately, they don't even use the Safemoon studio anymore. But I was going to do a virtual production, just a nice little grey background with a little light box with the Safemoon logo, and then what else is going to be there? They had the industrial pillars. It's going to be great, but it seems like they're not doing that anymore. They went into all the effort. They said Rob's Ryan video is following the Safemoon release schedule. The first 30 seconds will be released in February 2022 and will be a copy of someone else's video. That's right. That's right. That's right, Sasha. You're on to me. You guys are exposing me. I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm feeling the heat now. I'm really feeling the heat. Truly imminent. But yeah, Ryan's, you know, you can have a look at Startup Ryan. His website's linked somewhere. I've got it in my favorites here somewhere. But, you know, he's got his own digital nomad thing that he's been working on. I even found... Rob, my brother, let go of the election controversy. Has nothing to do with Safemoon. No, but it explains who Ryan Ariagi is. See, I can't even talk properly. Let me have a drink. It explains who Ryan Ariagi is quite usefully. No, I think they hide their own house, although in some early streams, in some early AMAs, I do think it was rather embarrassing because, let me have a look. AMAs, I think it was this one. Yeah, this one.
What have you done? You have frozen people. You have frozen people.
So this bit was pretty gold. So I think these guys, I do think this was Ben Phillips's house. Quite likely, right? It's quite likely it was Ben Phillips' house, but who knows? I mean, I don't think the other videos were filmed in Ben Phillips's house, like the studio ones. But this bit was actually pretty gold because I think they were trying to play off that they're in a different house, in a different place, right? But watch this.
Phase 2 is applying cryptonomics to the entire exchange. So the benefits that you enjoyed with Safemoon, you'll be able to enjoy with other cryptocurrencies as well.
Sorry.
Here we go.
And that's why we're announcing the exchange and the fundraiser today. So, phase 3.
It just magically cuts out for both Ben and not Ben, for Jack and John, for Jack and Braden. You know, they're trying to play off that they're in a different house or something, in a different place, but the power goes off, or the internet cuts out, and then they're both gone for the next half an hour or so. I don't know if you guys can see the comments.
Europe just froze, guys.
It appears that Europe has
UK.
frozen.
Sorry,
the UK, yes.
Oh no, not like this. You guys crashed the UK now.
What is this? You guys have now.
Yeah, of course, this is when they were saying they were crashing everything at ludicrous speeds, left, right, and center. You know, crashing Twitch, crashing Twitter. You know, today all I could see was 5,000 max people on their Twitter space, which is just less than 0.5%, literally.
Boom, you know.
But yeah, for a good little while, they were all gone.
Everything just went black.
See, that's the power of the Safemoon astronauts. Is anything we point them at, they break. So, I'm sorry that they took out UK.
Rob, Safemoon has moved on from their shady past. That's a nice amount of copium, but no, they haven't. No, there's a reason why the main guy I've been attacking is Braden Caroni. Braden Caroni is definitely not this good guy that seems to be portrayed as. You're still on the Safemoon kick, lol. I'm always on the Safemoon kick. I love exposing scams. It's actually really, really fun. And I mean, Safemoon is the story that just doesn't give up. It's just unreal. But look, even Safemoon Dev, look who's got... Let's get rid of that. Safemoon Dev, who's still got a holding of $10 million or $9 million on this wallet, right? He's still selling off, right? It's just, and that's one wallet that we know of. You know, all these guys are selling off. I'm putting you to sleep. I know I'm gonna end the stream now. Oliver, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You can get it all you want, but I simply choose not to get it. Once you are vaccinated, you have nothing to fear about. Listen to Ben Shapiro talking about it. Ben Shapiro is probably the last person I'd ever want to be listening to about anything, particularly when it comes to wet-ass pussies. I don't know if you guys heard that controversy in regards to Ben Shapiro, but it was entertaining. But catch up for a coffee. Maybe later there, my friends. Spello Andy. Until next time, troll harder. And who knows? Maybe there'll be a video this week. But most likely not at this rate. All right. Until next time, though, guys. I'm going back to bed. And I had a great yarn. See you later.